A Precure has casual wear that's not her primary color? Now I've heard everything. This week's episode opened with Uni being woken up from her cat nap when the cries of the cicadas got to her. Well, considering there was once an OVA called the Cat Killing Chapter, she's not wrong to be a little antsy. Also, is this girl full on homeless? Because that would be something really different for a Precure. Well, no time to ponder that, as her teammates decide to invite her to go with them to the local Star Festival, not to be confused with Tanabata from a few weeks ago, because they really have to hammer in one of the show's main motifs. God knows they're not doing anything with imagination. Uni, being part cat, of course wasn't totally on board with joining in on the festivities. Not that she had much room to enjoy them anyway, as Madoka and Elena's fan clubs rushed them, though thankfully not looking like another group of extraterrestrial fangirls. And interestingly, none of them actually pointed out the fact that Uni's cat ears were visible for everyone to see. I mean, come on, who would go out in public with cat ears on like a toe weep, and why is this a thing? Well, I guess cat ears are preferable headwear versus croissants, as Sakurako just showed up. I think they kind of set up a rivalry with Uni, but yeah, we didn't see her for the rest of the episode after this. Same deal with this other kid from Hikaru's class. Please tell me this kid is going to be the victim of the week just to shut him up. Actually, after finishing this script, I completely forgot this kid was a previous victim of the week, making him both annoying and forgettable. Great combination. The Precure partook in the games at the festival, starting with the shooting gallery that Madoka got really into. Well, of course, she's the archer of her team. What, you think their primary weapon is going to be a bow and arrow? Get off here. Next up was the ring toss, with Elena winning all the prizes for her siblings. Though, considering that most of that haul is likely secondhand junk, I think she should at least give all the non-porous stuff a bath. Following this, Lala and Hikaru competed at the water balloon fishing booth, while Prunsu got turned into a jellyfish, and Fua, after last week, decided to try her hand at cannibalism at the Cotton Candy booth, only to also get turned into carnival food. However, a poster advertising fireworks for later that night triggered a memory of a similar festival on Uni's home planet. Thankfully, Lala and Hikaru distracted her with copyright-safe generic festival masks. They also took her to the goldfish booth, which of course led to the obvious cat joke, before Hikaru properly introduced her to the most unfair carnival game ever. Seriously, kids are expected to catch these things with a net made out of tissue paper. That is just BS. Luckily for Uni, Hikaru managed to teach her a trick to catch her dinner for that night. Still, the memories of her past caught up with the cat girl alien, and she decided to part ways with her teammates. Meanwhile, the Note Raiders HQ, Galogra and Darknest pretty much just did their usual spiel before powering up one of their generals and sending them on their way. Like seriously, why are we getting this eyes wide shut reject twice in a row? Back with the Precure, they tried to look for Uni, with one of them finding her, which of course, considering how much time they spent together in this episode, turned out to be Lala. Oh. Hold on just a minute. Okay, it's not a Yamada episode. Yeah, this episode was actually written by Yuji Kobayashi, who unlike Yuka Yamada, doesn't seem to specifically prefer Lala over the other cures. And all jokes aside, I'm totally for the two aliens interacting. As Lala herself pointed out, she wasn't that much different from Uni at the beginning of this series. But after getting to know the residents of this planet, she was able to settle down and began to expand her horizons by getting to know another planet's culture. And in spite of how much emotional baggage she was lugging around, Lala believed that given time, Uni would be able to do the same. However, just like the festival mask she was wearing right now, the ex-Phantom Thief had worn too many faces and thus couldn't find a Uni who wanted to just settle down on this little blue planet. This was really good stuff, and I just wish he had taken up more of this episode's runtime. Unfortunately, it was that time of the episode again, as Tenjo had arrived to dispose of her former ally. So of course, she got herself a victim of the week who was... nobody? Wait, then why is she performing her stock summoning animation? It's official, even the writers have given up on this character. Anyway, this week's fight does start off strong with Uni dodging all of the Super Putty's attacks, prompting Tenjo to use her powers from darkness to create copies of it. Uni tried to use her weapon, but remembered that she couldn't purify them without a star pen. She was then caught and was about to be finished off until her teammates arrived. Hikaru was the first to try and mount some offense.
You can still attack the other two?
And because of that little moment of indecisiveness, the Precure were left wide open to an attack, prompting the real main character of the series to give a rallying speech which even got Uni to start cooperating with her team and telling them how to defeat the enemy. Wasn't that what you were going to do not even 2 minutes ago, Hikaru? Heck, if you didn't want to hit Uni, why didn't you just aim for the legs like Elna's doing right now? Anyway, they dealt enough damage to make the clones disappear, allowing Uni to set up the last one for defeat by stunning it with her weapon?
Then why didn't you do that earlier, you silly kitty?
I mean, I get that you wouldn't be able to defeat them, but why not use that attack to at least stun them and retreat as opposed to just letting yourself get caught? This week's battle makes no sense.
It just don't add up!
Anyway, they defeat with the Southern Cross, which we haven't seen in a while, but honestly, who cares at this point? Thus, the episode ended with the Precure enjoying the fireworks from the top of Lala's ship. Uni began to accept this new planet as her home, but inside the ship, someone from Lala's home planet was sending her a distress signal.
Along with Hiroto from last week, Kobayashi is probably one of the better secondary writers. It's just too bad that there were a few too many distractions this week that he wasn't able to go all the way.
I think we can all agree that the interactions between Lala and Uni were the best parts of this episode. It's a pairing that just makes sense. In spite of sharing some similarities here and there with our little rock, they both hail from very alien planets. Though Lala at least had the advantage that she had made immediate contact with very friendly local. But Uni had a much more complicated journey getting here. Through her many facades, she had likely never been able to call any other planet her home. Understandably so, as she wanted above all else to save her home planet. Still, while that is a very noble goal, not opening up to other cultures and beliefs is just another form of stagnation. It restricts our ability to create new ideas, and you could even say, hinders imagination. Again, Kobayashi is good with his character writing, and does seem to be the only guy interested in integrating more of the imagination theme where he can. Really, stuff like this should have been the main focus of the episode, as opposed to all of that cliche festival stuff and pointless cameos. Like, seriously, what was the point of bringing back these two if they weren't even going to be victims of the week again? I guess you could say the festival stuff gave them more characterization, but it's really nothing we haven't seen already. And to top it all off, I'd argue this week's fight was one of the worst of the series so far. In spite of having some above average animation, it was ultimately wasted on a fight with a really uninspired monster, even for Tenjo, and just not making any sense. Our heroines just pointlessly stood around and pretty much just let the bad guys hit them, even though they had multiple options to counterattack. Hopefully, this was just a little slip up for Kobayashi, as his last episode was quite good, and this one did have similar shades to it. With the stinger at the end of the episode, things might at least start moving in interesting directions.
In case you missed it, because I uploaded it later than I said I would, the final part of my Doki Doki Precure review is up. It's a long one, like over an hour I'd say, so I totally understand if you don't want to watch it all in one go, but do at least consider checking it out, as I do also reveal what I'm going to review next on it. Look forward to it. Until next time though, farewell for now my friends, and I'm going to go enjoy my own local festival. I'm going to go enjoy some Netflix.